yourself?
Hi, I'm Tony Wright, otherwise known as many things, but primarily VerseChorusVerse.
You used to be in a band, yeah?
I did indeed.
How come the change?
I used to be in a band with a big unwieldy name called And So I Watch You From Afar that I formed many years ago, and we were instrumental punk rock bands, and you know, I had a blast. I had a great time. Kind of got to travel the world doing all these things, put out some killer albums and EPs, and then at one point started kind of starting to felt the need for a different challenge for one reason or another, you know.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought, well, it's just I wanted to leave for one reason and many others, and I left, and then it was like, well, there's no point in me repeating myself, like sonically, like, you know, like musically and things like that. There's like, we should try and kind of build and go somewhere else. So I thought, what's the most possibly different thing from an instrumental, experimental punk rock band? I know, standing on stage with an acoustic guitar, screaming into a microphone, occasionally singing, and yeah, I just wanted to challenge myself again and get scared again, and I've done just that.
So how long have you been doing it?
Well, this kind of, I suppose I left the band just over 2 years ago, so it's kind of been building from then. In that time I kind of put out 3 EPs, and my album just came out last week, which is just like it's just like so good to actually have it out there, and just like, you know, like so yeah, it's been about I am, despite appearances, I'm 2.5 years old.
Well, yeah, could have been fooled there.
Smoke, kids.
Especially when you're that young. So I guess it must be easier. Is it any easier writing on your own?
Yeah, it isn't. You know, it's like, it's one of those things. It was always nice having people to bounce ideas off and these things, but then when it comes down to the kind of brass tacks, whatever brass tacks means, you just hear it said a lot.
Who knows?
But yeah, it's kind of, it's different, since it's such a different beast. The weird thing is, you kind of trust your instinct a lot more, you know, and you gotta be your own kind of like bullshit detector, your own like kind of, you know, you gotta edit yourself, like, and kind of see what's working and what doesn't. And but yeah, it's, like I kind of miss writing with people sometimes, and then other times it's just, it can be like, this is going to sound so pretentious, and I apologise in advance, but it can be real stream of consciousness stuff. You like just kind of trust yourself. You go with it, and there's like a melody comes forward, and then a couple of words will just lead to other ones, like just kind of sprouting naturally from it. Sometimes it's very easy, and other times it's like pulling teeth, you know.
Yeah.
But it's fun nonetheless.
That's the best bit, yeah?
Exactly.
Do you have a preferred place to write? Do you have a studio? Sit in your bedroom, or do you get into the studio?
Well, I kind of have, I love being in the studio and getting time to kind of use that as like I guess cliche. Like I love using the studio as like another instrument, you know, like, and just like as another tool. So working that way, but mainly I kind of, I'm actually, for the past 3 months I've been technically homeless. So like, I just decided, the house I was living in Belfast got put up for sale, and I went, right, well, I've got lots of tours coming up and things like that, and rather than get another place, I went, right, I'm gonna abuse my friends' very kind nature, and like take their sofas and things like that. So
Sofa surfing.
Yeah, sofa surfing, you know. So kind of doing that. Cameron's Britain. But yeah, so like anywhere I find a bit of silence, right, you know, if I have a guitar, even better. But like, if it's just sitting with my phone typing things in, or scribbling in the back of like a pack of papers or something, like, you know, it's anything at any time. And just, you never know when it's going to pounce, when the kind of urge is going to take you, you know. So inspiration comes from somewhere out there or whatever.
Is there anyone who you're musically influenced by? Any acoustic artists or anyone?
Yeah, well, I guess like a lot of kind of older kind of guys, like people like Merle Travis and Woody Guthrie, and, you know, like Neil Young. Neil Young would be a real hero, you know, like, cause what I liked about Neil Young is that he always kept people on his toes.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of doing that. Like, nobody expected the guy from So Much Afar to with an acoustic guitar singing. So I like to kind of surprise people, keep them on their toes. All my favorite kind of artists are like people like Bjork and things like that.
Oh yeah.
And that sort of stuff, you know. And that's when I find it interesting. Otherwise, it can be very just kind of conveyor belt, run of the mill, just like stuff that doesn't really, you know. It's great. It's like no harm to those people, but it's not how I like to operate. You know?
Yeah.
But
Like
yeah,
change.
Like, like Skip James, Lead Belly, like, yeah, just like any bum you see with an acoustic guitar, pretty much.
So you played Hit the Deck Bristol yesterday, and you played Nottingham today. Which you prefer?
Well, this is going to upset some group of people, but I already said to you, so I'll just I enjoyed today in Nottingham a lot more. But it was like Bristol was great, but it was just a weird kind of setup for me anyway. Like, it just kind of seemed like, just felt kind of like the entertainment from the side of a car park. There's loads of great acts on things, but I think people were kind of just coming in, getting a beer, or using the toilets, getting some pie, or whatever, and kind of going, oh, who's the guy playing? And like turning back behind, whereas in rescue rooms, there's actually people there sitting down listening.
Yeah.
It was a better vibe, you know, it was just like, it was a nice sort of, I think I kind of liked the, you know, I like the darkness and the fucking the dank.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of like nastiness. I like that kind of thing. As opposed to, I guess in Bristol was a beautiful day. It was like the sunshine. But how can I sing these angsty songs when it's so beautiful here?
Everyone's so happy.
Yeah, you know, it's just like sunshine, lollipop. I should have went into that instead. Yeah, I think today edged it. No harm to the wonderful people of Bristol.
Yeah. Because after you always get the same bands between both venues, anyway.
Exactly. It's nice to bump into them like both days as well.
Yeah, you just sort of, you'll be walking down between the venues and stuff, and you just randomly run into anyone and everyone.
It's great. It's
yeah. And I've run into some bands who aren't even playing today, which is even better. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how big it is. It attracts so many people. But do you prefer playing gigs or festivals?
I think. It kind of depends. Both like are very different kind of beasts. You know, like the great thing about festivals is you get a chance to perform to people that may not like go and see you in the first place. You know?
Yeah.
You can convert some people, or you can make some people despise you. But it's nice. It's kind of a challenge. It's a battle because you're trying to win people over.
Yeah.
You know? And like when it's your own show, it's like you know those people came because they know kind of what to expect and things like that. But at the same time, that's brilliant. You know, it's lovely because obviously people have taken the time to listen to your material and they want to really go along and see it. So that's always very, you know, it's very heartwarming. But like the festivals, it's more kind of, it's like, right, here I am. I'm going to show you what I got, and hopefully we can get on. And, so it's a nice kind of balance. You know, it's like it'll be 50-50. Like they're both very different kind of beasts.
Yeah. So your hometown's Belfast. Do you prefer playing there as hometown shows and seeing people you know, or do you prefer going to other places and seeing new people?
My reason I do this is so I can be on the road, you know, and I can meet new people, and I can like, you know, I can be influenced by them. And like the people I meet, the opportunity to travel this big, crazy, nuts fucking planet we have, you know. It's that's the thing that keeps me going. Is like the hope of getting to the next town and playing something, and hopefully, you know, making a connection with some people. You know, that's the thing that really like sparks me and keeps me going. So I gotta say, as much as I love Belfast, it's been my home for many years. Like I love going back and playing there. It's great, you know. But it's so nice stretching your legs.
Yeah.
So good.
Seeing new places.
Yeah, exactly.
What have you got planned for the rest of the year?
Rest of the year, well, I'm halfway through this tour at the moment. I've been up for like 2.5 weeks. And then on Tuesday, I meet up with 9 Black Alps and go out with them for 2 weeks. And then it's just like festivals. It's like throughout the summer, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then in the winter, try and go into Europe, things like that, and some tours going there. And then like my album just came out, but I've demoed the second one. I've demoed a couple of EPs. So I'm gonna
very nice.
Hopefully put out an EP before the end of the year. Hopefully,
I
know,
yeah.
Like I say this, and like if anybody management-wise like reads the interview, they'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're gonna fucking hit this album." album for at least a year. But you know, it's just like I'm gonna keep moving forward. Write, record, tour. Write, record, tour.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to finish on?
I would like to say thank you very much.
Okay.